Hey everybody, I got this big container on Freecycle. It's a smart bin, okay, and it's got some cracks in it. So right here is a crack, and it spans from right about here to there, and it comes over here. There's actually a lip right here. Okay, so what you want to do is drill on the corners, the same thing over on this side, and I might want to bang this up. Okay, if I actually put the camera on, it'd be better. Okay, so I might want to go in and bang this up to get it to be level, but I want to do something first. Now, what I'm using is silicone. You do not need to have it to be 500 degree RTV. All right, that was for our wood burning stove when we had a problem and we had to seal it. And I'm using some of that leak seal, Rust-Oleum. All right, so that's going to be my outer coating. This is going to be my undercoating. Okay, and between the two of them, it should stop the leaking. Number one, do the drilling, then the seal, and then that. And I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Well, I found another one over here, a very light one, so I drilled there. Why am I drilling the holes? It stops the cracking from going any further. All right, just like I did on my trash cans and other containers. So that's why you want to drill at the very end. Now, after I put a bead of the sealant down, I went over it with a paper towel, making sure all the nooks and crannies are done and smoothed it out. All right, and you want that to dry. Unfortunately, on the back of the tube of the sealant, it says fully cured after 24 hours. Well, it looks like I gotta let it sit until after I'm back from work tomorrow. All right, it's been 24 hours and it dried up nicely, and I just sprayed it with the leak seal. Leak seal, in my opinion, does not work by itself. Always needs something else. So I'm put the first coat on, and I'll put another coat on. And then I'm going to go on the other side of this, and put it on in there too. So, and then the final check is going to be with a hose over it, and then letting the outside completely dry to see how. And there's the underside. So I did it pretty heavily there. And once again, I'll put 2 coats. Remember, take your can after you're done using it. All right, turn it upside down and spray out until it's clear. All right, that keeps the nozzle straight. Free and clear, because these things are what, $10 a piece for the can, and it should last you quite some time if you're not using it very much. Alright, so let's see how it looks like when I'm all done. Alright, I filled 3 coats of the spray, and it looks pretty good. Okay, covered everything, and inside it actually looks pretty good. It's right there, up there, and over there, over in that area. Okay, I don't think I got anything over here. Completely dried out, washed out and dried out. So now it's time to go out and give it a try and see how it is. I'm really hoping it doesn't leak up front though, because I don't know if this actually closes down all the way. And I think that's where, yeah, it closes down tight, but I got to figure out how to do that. There we go. It's tight now. It's not quite lined up, but with the holes there. But we'll figure out. Let me go put some water on and see what it looks like inside after the outside dries, because I don't want it to drip in. Well, I found out there's 2 pins underneath that line in, and the hole is actually, the lock hole is pretty good. Okay, not very closed over here, so it doesn't close all the way. It's kind of off track, so water will probably seep through there. So I'm going to come down like water's coming off the top and see what happens. Okay, so just where the holes are, so it's like it's raining, maybe sideways. Getting all the way around, so now it's probably going over the sides and in. So I'm totally expecting that. My thing is going to be in the middle. All right, you can see it beating up right there. See how it's kind of clearing out when it hits those? That's the first place where it's clearing out, so it's not like in a puddle right there, which is very nice. Okay, and that's usually the first place where it's dry too. It's actually going away from that, which is really nice, all those areas. All right, so because it's dripping in the front, I'm not going to open it up until this is dry, so I'm just going to let it dry. Well, I went through a dry night, and we're going to take a look on the inside. All right, I did open this up earlier. We have some moisture right there, so that could have came in from around the edges. And there's a spot right there. I did put my finger on it. It is indeed water. And what you do is you look at the top where it might have came from, and it looks like it came from right there. All right, like I said, that spray doesn't work. I put 3 coats of it on, and I did it from the bottom. This looks kind of funny too, so what I'm going to do is touch these 2 parts up with the sealant, not the spray, and just plug those up, and this should be fine. But when I'm all done, this will be just like new, probably stronger than new, last longer. Well, I'm at Hollywood Volunteer Fire Department, getting ready for a craft show, the spring craft show, and this is my table right here. I have the dress up. Here's the container that I fixed, and it is indeed waterproof. And there's my products inside. Lots of room, lots of room. I don't have to have it all up in that bag over there for my signs and just weighing down everything. All right, so that's the outcome. Works good, waterproof, and free.